putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Talking about patience. We're talking about getting the right person at the right time, and that's what we did. And the left are now telling us that our guy, our hero, dare I say our superhero, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, is unhinged. He's unfit to be president. Glad you guys are here. KJRadio.com is where you can get the show on demand anytime you want, and I hope you will. I left off, I'm talking about this book, Fire and Fury or something like that. This guy Michael Wolff wrote, and it might as well be a work of fiction, to be honest with you, but he claims, I did interviews inside the White House. It is nonsense. It is a lie. This book is drivel, junk. But the left like it because it's in the news cycle, and it's taking people's minds off of the real issues, which is all of the suckers that are going to do the perp walk in 2018. And I'm going to talk about that. Be patient. Not only for me to cover it in the show, but what's going to happen in 2018. Many of you are out there going, Kevin, it just isn't going to happen, man. It's too much in the deep state. Too many people, have too much information on other people, blah, blah, blah. There's never going to be this, that, and the other. Yes, there will. You've waited this long to get a president who finally cares about what you think. And some of you on April 15th, when you file your taxes, are going to go, whoa, I got money back. You didn't expect that. You're going to go, whoa, I have insurance where I get to keep my doctor and keep my plan. You didn't expect that. You're going to go, whoa, are you kidding me? My streets are actually getting worked on, and the things that where the money is supposed to be allocated is actually going to that. You're going to watch the debt at some point begin to shrink. You're going to watch the deficit shrink. You're going to watch people go back to work and start enjoying life. And you didn't think all that was going to happen. You didn't think that manufacturing job was coming back to the United States. You thought all these companies that we're talking about leaving or already building their plants in Guadalajara and Guam. No, they're building them here. I just saw a story that said Apple is bringing back $200 billion into the economy. They got more, but they've already started to bring it back. We know they're building manufacturing facilities. I don't need to go through all this stuff. What I'm telling you, folks, is the man who put all that into action, the left tells you he's unhinged, unfit. I said USA Today said he's ill-equipped to be commander-in-chief. James Clapper. This guy was the head of the intelligence agencies. I really question his ability, his fitness to be in his office. Don Lemon, one of the worst anchors on nationwide TV at CNN, says he's unhinged. It's embarrassing. Let me tell you something. Watch Don Lemon's show and tell me if it's embarrassing and if he's unhinged. But here's the deal. Let's run with that narrative. Let's go with it. Because I want you to feel good about this. Because what the left knowingly admit is that the man that they believe is an idiot outperforms the man that they declared the best president ever. I want you to think about that for a second. It would be like you saying, I've got 5 kids, and somebody goes, my kid's smarter than your kids. And you go, really? And so they say, well, if your kids are so smart, let's put them together. And you go, okay, great. I'm going to give you my idiot kid. And then your idiot kid beats them in the spelling bee. It beats them in the math contest or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And you're going, holy cow, that was my idiot. That wasn't even my best kid. Get over here, Sally. Don't even let me sick Sally on you. I don't have any idiot kids. I'm just saying, if you were to do that to your kid, if you measure them, and some of you do know if you have one of those idiot kids. But back to these leftists. So they're admitting that the guy that they think is completely incompetent, and I played a clip from Hannity earlier of all the things that Donald Trump has accomplished. And that's what the idiot did versus Barack Obama. The Dow busted 25,000. It grew by 1,000 faster than any time in history, from 24,000 to 25,000. In fact, when it hit 24,000, you guys remember, I said he might get to 25,000 before the end of the year. Now, we're talking about, you're supposed to be just eking out wins in the Dow right now because it's so high. We went from 24,000 to 25,000, the fastest growth to 1,000 in the history of the Dow. Trump still hasn't completed his first year. Over 2 million jobs created. The December jobs report confirmed that those 2 million jobs were created with 4.1% unemployment. Now, look at Barack Obama. Lost almost 5 million jobs his first year. Year one unemployment rate 11.2%. And while Barack Obama buoyed the Oval Office chair, because he certainly didn't man it, the average duration of unemployment in the United States went from 19.8 weeks to 32.8 weeks. In Obama's last year in office, I've told you this before, he lost 17,000 manufacturing jobs. Trump's first year, he created 171,000 manufacturing jobs, and they haven't finished counting. These are the jobs that their brilliant president said were gone forever. You like the way I said that? Housing values up 6%. That's trillions of dollars in the economy. People can now take loans out on their homes. People are selling their homes, which is your biggest nest egg, and putting them into other things, businesses, things they've always wanted to do, travel. They're recirculating that money into the economy. Under Obama, houses lost value. The housing market is booming. According to Standard & Poor's, U.S. house prices have surged 6.2% from a year ago. Strong demand. Americans looking to buy. That's what I'm telling you. But in contrast, we had the lowest home ownership in America for 7 years in a row under the black dude. Under President Trump, America has a 17-year low food stamp recipient. It's compared to Barack Obama, who we all know under his leadership, and I'm using my finger quotes, the poverty rate in the United States was at 15% or above for 3 consecutive years from 2009 to 2013. We spent $3.7 trillion on welfare programs, and the number of Americans who were on food stamps went from 32 million to 46 million. I give you Barack Obama. If you want to sum up Obama's economy or his tenure as president in one word, let me help you. Hell. Okay? No matter how you slice it, President Trump achieved rock star status when it comes to his performance, and that's not too bad for a guy that the left wants to convince you is mentally deranged. And you wonder how Democrats can live with themselves. Well, I can tell you that. They redefine stuff. Like illegal immigration is good for the economy. Well, I'm sure Kate Steinle's family believes that. And certainly illegals are propping up California's economy into bankruptcy, right? And what of Muslim terrorists? Don't you feel safer knowing we have jihadist training camps in all 50 states? Because allowing terrorists in via the refugee resettlement program is good for multiculturalism. What are you? Racist? Islamophobic? And then President Trump made the stupid move of making NATO pay for their share of the membership cost to be a member of that organization. He did the same thing to the UN. He says, hey, look, if you're going to take our money, how about you try being effective? And the left look, what are you doing making NATO pay their way, man? I mean, that's being mean-spirited. You're saying NATO's no good. Yeah, if NATO's not paying its bills, it's no good. It's like a father doesn't pay child support. I'm sorry. You're no good. It's particularly when you have the money. Oh, the United States is doing it. Why should we care? President Trump got China to buy American beef, something they haven't bought for over a decade. He negotiated a massive trade deal that opened the Chinese market to over 183 new products. He went to Saudi Arabia, brought back the largest defense contract, $350 billion. And it wasn't just to feed our defense contractors. It was meant to say to Saudi Arabia, you're going to protect yourself. We're not protecting you anymore. You're going to fight the war on terror. Just think about all the stuff this man's done. Somebody better get this man a doctor, a shrink, because he's mad, baby. He's mad. Consider what the White House press secretary said when she was asked if he was unfit in a Sarah Sanders says he's unfit. He probably wouldn't be sitting there, wouldn't have defeated the most qualified group of candidates the Republican Party has ever seen. This conservative man makes Obama look anemic. Most Americans can hardly wait for the weekend to end so they can watch their stock portfolios grow. Or we're looking for jobs that now exist. Well, we also feel safer, folks. We're back to being Americans again. So how long do you think this is going to last for the left?
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.